discussing kinetic lability. The first thing that we need to know in this is the Langford and Gray classification, which has been represented here. In this classification, metal ions are classified according to their rate constants. The rate constants are for exchange reactions of aqueous complexes of these metal ions with bulk solvent water in the absence of other ligands. There are 4 classes. Class 1 has the highest rate constant and class 4 has the lowest rate constant. In fact, the metal ions which belong to class 4 can also be called kinetically inert because they have very low rate constant values. What we take away from this classification is how the rate constants depend on various factors. The first factor on which the K values depend are Q by R ratio, that is charge by radius ratio. It is seen that the rate constant varies inversely with the Q by R ratio. This is true for all metal ions with noble gas configuration. It is also true for transition metal ions. As can be seen, the divalent first row transition metals belong to class 2, whereas the trivalent first row transition metals belong to class 3. That is, the trivalent transition metals, since they have a higher Q by R ratio, they have a lesser value of K than the divalent transition metals. So this is one factor. Now, if that was the only factor, then copper and chromium, which are divalent first row transition metals, should have also been in class 2, but they are placed in class 1. That is, their rate constant is much higher than the other transition metals. What is the reason for this? This can be understood with the next factor, that is dependence of K on the d electronic configuration. So, in case of copper and chromium, both these metal ions have ground state Young-Taylor distortion. Because of that, the axial bonds in octahedral complexes, they get elongated more than the equatorial bonds. Because of that, the axial bonds can be very easily lost, very easily broken. That is the reason why copper and chromium exhibit a very large K compared to the other metals. Moving on to the specific factors on which lability depend, Q by R dependence on K has been discussed. The d electronic configuration dependence has various aspects to it. The first aspect was ground state Young-Taylor distortion, which I mentioned. The next aspect is loss of ligand field stabilization energy. So these metal ions D3, D4 low spin, D5 and D6, they all have a very high ligand field stabilization energy, and they are also kinetically inert. So it was thought that there must be some relation between the two. This can be very well understood by understanding the actual mechanism of ligand substitution reactions. Ligand substitution can be considered to have 2 extreme mechanisms. One is an associative pathway and one is a dissociative pathway. So the associative pathway, it involves bond formation with the entering group and then the dissociation of the leaving group. So it involves a 7 coordinate intermediate. On the other hand, the dissociative pathway, it involves the loss of the leaving group first, followed by entering of the other ligand. So it involves a 5 coordinate intermediate. Both these groups involve transformation of the octahedral 6 coordinate species to either a 5 coordinate species in case of dissociative or a 7 coordinate species in case of the associative pathway. So it is observed that in the case of these metal ions, there is a huge loss in ligand field stabilization energy on moving from 6 coordinate to 5 coordinate or to 7 coordinate. That is the reason why they are kinetically inert, because they prefer to stay in this form and they don't want to form the 5 coordinate or the 7 coordinate species. Also, because of that mechanism, it is seen that associative mechanism is preferred by metals which have a low-lying empty T2G orbital. This is because they can easily accommodate the entering ligand. These are basically the factors on which kinetical lability depend, and in the next lecture we will be discussing in further details the specific kinetics of octahedral substitution according to associative pathway and dissociative pathway.